It's not yard sale, it's yard stream.
We're live.
Perfect. I'm Rene Bray. This is.
Mystery Man.
Well, I'd be a lot happier if it worked out that way, but you're the same old man that's been here every
You
week
suck.
for 47 weeks. So, how does that feel?
Well, here, let's turn this way so you can be seen.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
You know what? Did anybody think? We are here. We have an audience. We have a live audience.
This is our
tonight.
first one. 30. Holy crap.
Oh, we're not used to that.
First show ever. A show. Can we call it first podcast? Not in our house, not in a hotel room, but in a place where people are nice enough to come here, and we're going to talk about some things with them a little bit.
Yeah, there are some characters here. And people, we have talked about a few of these people during our podcast, and now we have to prove that they really exist. I took Flip on a tour today. We are in Wilmington, Ohio, which is where I grew up. First of all, I think it's kind of funny that I took you to meet my dad.
He liked me so much more than I expected.
Yes, because he passed away in 1965. So it helped out a lot. He gave you his approval.
I tend to do much better with people who have crossed the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. You know, people don't go over the Rainbow Bridge, right?
Is that dogs?
Yeah.
I thought that was for everyone.
I don't
Is that
think
not-
so.
I thought everybody had a trip around.
Yeah. And then I took you to the neighborhood. For those of you from Wilmington, and we always have a bunch of you from Wilmington on. Here's the deal. I grew up in McDermott Village. And this is it used to be a little small neighborhood. We were one of the first owners, my parents were, in the neighborhood. And I tell people I grew up and there were only two houses on the street. Kathy lives across the street.
Well, as is always the case, Renee will tell a story that will favor her, leaving out a crap ton worth of detail.
Crap ton? Well,
Well,
that's new. Look at you cleaning it up. You knew you.
All right, a shit ton of detail. She will leave things out, and then I end up looking like an idiot, which, by the way, I'm the first to say that I can do that plenty good on my own. I don't need help from the Renee.
And yes, and you do it very quickly most of the time. But I had told them there are two houses on the street, and there are. I lived on a dead-end street. There's my house and the house across the street. Well, apparently, I failed to mention something about the neighborhood.
No, so here's what she said. Okay. There's a wooded area.
Right, the woods.
There's a wooded area where the Keebler elves live, and they have internet, and it's a magical place. Then there's one house across the street from where my parents lived, which was where she lived as well, in a place called an effing village. So she's in a village with one house across the street in a wooded area with magical internet before it was even invented by Al Gore. So I thought there was one house across the street because I was told there was one house across the street. And
you were there today. How many if you're standing in the front door.
Not once did you ever mention that there was a neighborhood or a subdivision. Not once. You had said, I swear to you, I'm not making this. She's like, there's a house across the street. And
every time somebody comes up on here, like Kathy, we were talking about Kathy who runs Paws. And I go, Kathy lives across the street. She lives in the Folly house.
So
and he goes,
like, everyone lives across the street in this one big boarding house where people happen to take turns who gets to bed that night. And everybody else roams around the forest for no good reason, waiting for their turn. That's what I was led to believe, that she lived
when I
on
would
a
come
dirt
home,
road, when she would like skip to her loo with a quarter to go down to the country store to buy candy for the month and cigarettes for her pants with a quarter. Like it's Opie Taylor, which most of you don't know what that is. Go like barefoot with like overalls with like one of the clips down.
What did you call us? Children of the
It's like the children of the court and walking around the stupid forest, waiting for the internet to be built so they could get on their pretend phones.
Because the people that have lived here for a while will tell you that used to be a forest. I never saw the high school. I knew it was there, but we never saw it
So-
until my parents decided to clear the woods out. And then the high school got internet. So when I was home visiting my mother and
So,
I would go, I need to get on the computer, and she'd go, well, I don't know where we can get Wi-Fi unless you want to go out to the Bob Evans. And I go, no, I don't want to go. We have been to Bob Evans till they were putting our picture up on places.
So like someone in your family who looked like Paul Bunyan with some kind of an amazing saw went out by his lonesome and cleared out the woods, leaving only the tree for the Keebler elves.
Kathy will tell you my family was crazy. Yes, he went out and chopped wood. He would chop it for everybody's fireplaces. If they didn't build the fireplaces and people had
It's
fireplaces,
like the
they
brawny
would-
guy was out there getting wood for the paper towels.
Yeah.
All I know is you said to me, there were two houses. One was across the street. I grew up in a village and everyone lived in the house next door. I'm like, well, shit, y'all are a friendly town.
Well, you're staying, Kathy. I hope you got room for him, because
I think you think I'm kidding.
he did think.
I'm not kidding. And all the while, I found this out like yesterday. She's like, I just thought it was brilliant comedy. No, it was.
I thought he was, when he goes, you guys are like children of the corn. I go, that's really funny. He goes, what do you mean funny?
There's one house that everyone seems to live at. The
Because
one house.
Gary Sandy. You guys remember Gary
Oh,
Sandy?
that's right. And they
He
filmed
played-
WKRP in Cincinnati, that one stupid house across.
No, but Gary Sandy played Travis on WKRP in Cincinnati. Yeah, look at Katie. She's a baby.
You have no idea what we're even talking about.
Yes, I want to hang out more.
You, beg
Keep
pardon?
calling me young.
Oh, you are young. Yeah, well, see, I know how old Becky is because Becky and I went to school together. Janet and Kathy, I think we got a few years on you. And don't act like you are not in my decade, because you are.
Did I ever?
Well, because you called me children of the corn.
No,
and-
which has nothing to do with age. It's just like there's two houses in all of Wilmington and everyone lives there and everybody I know is next door neighbors. Two houses.
Mm.
Everybody got their drugs from Dr. Johnny Fever, who was working at WKRP in Cincinnati. That's all.
So did you ever see WKRP in Cincinnati? You didn't?
Oh, you haven't?
Oh my
Or the
gosh.
Turkey drop. It's like
Oh,
all
isn't it?
God is my
a
witness,
witness.
I thought turkeys could fly.
when you're done here, you have to.
Oh, yeah, you got,
Turkey turkey drop and see that.
and you got to look up the turkey drop. But his aunt actually lived behind my mom.
In the house across the street.
And he was dating Lonnie Anderson at the time.
Wait, who was?
Gary Sandy.
I thought Burt Reynolds was.
Well, he dated her too. She got around.
Evidently.
She died happy.
Well, all right. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
And-
Now I'm editing because I liked her.
Yeah. Do you remember me telling you that my mom had a picture
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Lonnie Anderson
Yeah.
and her sitting on Mom's couch because Gary brought Lonnie home to meet his aunt. And that's the house behind us. Ask Kathy, I'm not making this shit up. That's where
Dude,
they live.
I don't think you're making it up. And I want to be clear. She was making nothing up. She just left out
That
98% of the detail, which made it a little bit harder to figure out what the hell you were talking about. It's like, I mean, literally like a couple days, she's like, well, there's a neighborhood. I'm like, that's the first, since February of 2025, that's the first time hearing there was a neighborhood. There was a
you
subdivision.
probably weren't listening. You're
Oh
a
my
man.
God, you are. It's not like I've got my dick in my ear. I got mini amps. I can hear all kinds of stuff. By the way, that was not internet appropriate. My bad.
Well, there goes that rating we wanted. You guys can still sell tickets to the show.
Oh, I would like to personally apologize.
First of all, we got to do the Italian.
Well, no, I'd like to personally apologize to the people of Wilmington for earlier when we did a live. I kept repeating the fact that it was easy to find tickets, and I am aware that not everyone is on the internet as much as I am, and I probably took some things for granted.
Well, now they know where they can get the internet because they can go to the
go to
picnic
the
table.
Keebler Elf. Yeah, right behind the
It's down
church.
to my neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But-
We'll get you some.
But if you're having a hard time with a link or this thing or that deal, if you have any access to the internet on your phone, on your computer, on a tablet, at the Keebler tree, in the church, the Bob Evans, in the 2 houses that Rene lived in and the one across the street, all you have to do, go to TicketBud. If you can't find a link, TicketBud.
Well,
That's one word, but it's like
I got a little something for you.
ticketbud.com.
You
Look
wanna-
for Road Comics Adventures in the search bar. That's a story. Okay, that's not out of the blue. Go ahead.
Kathy and Katie are going to make it so they can accept cash at the door
Oh.
as well. They're gonna take care of that. So if you can't get tickets off the internet, the girls will take care of you.
We're going to figure it out. You know why? 2 reasons. We want to do a show that's entertaining and fun. We want you to have a good time. 2, equally or even more important, proceeds go to Paws Humane Society and the Clinton County Humane Society to help the pups and the kitties, because again, they're looking for good homes. Why are they looking for good homes? I'll tell you why. At least one of many reasons is because people went out of their way to grab dogs and cats around the time where our country was locked down, thinking they were never going to have to leave the house ever again. Lo and behold, the country opens up, they go back to work. It's like, well, this is more work than I expected. And they got rid of a lot of their dogs and cats. And now these poor animals that are loving and lovely and wonderful companions and a great part of your family are looking for a new forever home.
I hate to point this out, but if you look at our rescue dog,
Yeah.
she looks like she's found her forever home, and it's not with
It's
us. She has fallen in love with the Janet, and thanks to Janet Schultz, who has D and G's Paws and Claws.
Did I say it wrong?
No,
Okay. Yeah.
Snack Shack, but look, it was right there. It was above your head
Yeah.
earlier.
So-
With these 2 dogs here, Gunner and Diesel, they were amazing dogs. And that's where you started, wasn't it? With those 2.
I will say that I just learned tonight about the dog that I rescued. Evidently, she's a submissive. She was looking for some tough love, and Janet was the one to give it to her.
Yeah.
And now in this S&M relationship, she's the M. Had I known that tough love was the way to go with her, I had to put on some leather.
And lace?
No, I'm just saying. Janet was not mean to her. Janet was just firm. Janet was firm and definite, and she responded so well. I'm like, come on, honey, why don't you listen? I'm doing this with my fingers like I'm petting her like it could be behind her ear. Why don't you listen to me and do good
Yes.
things?
But why will you listen to Janet and you didn't listen to me? We go out the patio door 4 or 5 times every day, the 3 of us. And he will go, I told him, I said, you've got to make her sit so she doesn't run over. That was your idea. And I said, but you got to make her sit. So he'll go sit. She'll start to move and he'll go, no, you got to sit. But then the next time she moves, he's like shoving me out of the way so the dog can get
Well-
through. Because he goes, if he comes in, he goes, I'm going to leave you out here with her. And you know, she's mean.
Like, honestly, now I realize that this dog responds to lederhosen. I didn't know.
We'd like to apologize to all German Americans because apparently
No, who doesn't love lederhosen? Next.
Flip, I want you to look at your face.
Is it warm? No, I'm just saying my dog evidently really responds to
She's German. What made you think she was going to be a pansy?
could you teach her to goose step? Because if she,
Oh, I'm sure.
do you know what that is? No.
Okay,
But I like how
okay.
you go with like goose step. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the way the army in Germany would walk in World War II with the. Okay. Is that not right?
I don't know.
All right.
I
What-
don't know.
Look it up.
Oh, can you teach her to dressage?
Oh, the little prissy. Walk it. No,
Well, now I'm going to look it up.
now I look it up.
Prissy dog to you.
She is not pretty.
She's not a prissy dog. And she guards me with her life. Except when we've like are at Costco or something and we'll come back to the house, you almost have to step over and go, hey, excuse me. Woo.
Dude,
Woo."
don't be telling people that our guard dog is not always up to the task. Goose.
Nobody's coming to our house. Anybody that sees this that knows what the guard dog sucks also knows exactly what we're like. Why
Ah.
would they come to our house?
Look, and this was in Italy, but
Well, I'd
but
like
all-
to apologize to all Italian.
no, I don't know if
Do you ever
noticed.
watch any of his cooking videos? What kind of spice do you use, Flip?
Well, I like to spice it up.
Yeah, with.
I use an Italian seasoning. That's a good Italian. Okay, so look.
I know how they want.
Okay, goose step.
Is it called a goose step?
It's called a goose step. I didn't make it.
Look, Janet. She's looking at Janet now like, you're not going to make me leave with
So-
those two, are
So
you?
there's this guy, and he's a comic, I think, in England, and his girlfriend had a pug or a small dog, like a pug. What? They're all.
They all look alike. Is that what?
Well, no, they're all very similar.
Oh,
Anyway.
just let's apologize to anybody that's turned on to this god awful thing.
So the girlfriend said to the guy, she goes, "My dog is cute, and it's cute no matter what it does. It's just a cute dog. My dog's a cute dog." And so when she was at work, he thought, "Let's see if the dog is cute." Doing like the Hitler salute, and the guy taught the dog how to like raise its paw up. Swear to you, it's true. Anywho, he did it as a joke. He sent it to the girlfriend or someone. The girlfriend thought it was funny. He sent it to other friends. Then it got out. Long story short, he got arrested.
Yeah, look how funny this is.
Well, it's funnier to
Because we
me.
have a tendency to take things a little too far, which brings me to the next thing.
Yeah.
Because we're here to help promote the.
Well, pretty soon I'm going to stand up and have you interview someone
Well,
because we only have so much
well,
space.
I know, but I was gonna do that and I was gonna do it cleverly. But thanks for thinking I took a freaking breath there for a second.
You know what? You breathe much more than you think you do. Oh, quick story.
Oh, dear God. Here
So,
we go. Story time with
this'll-
Flip. This ought to be good.
Well, hey, it's chilly up there. I think it's your friend Jimmy.
Oh, it's Jimmy Leonard. Hey. Yes, it's a little chilly.
It's brisk, but it's going to get downright cold in the next day or two.
Yeah, that's okay. We have long underwear.
Mary Smith knows her. Mary Smith knows her. I don't know what that's in reference to. So anyway, Rene, like a crack dealer, got me hooked on watching Ohio State University football. Right? I don't watch sports, don't like sports, don't care about sports. Suddenly, she comes to the elementary school and she looked at me. She goes, "Hey, first one's free." And the next thing you know, I'm freebasing Ohio State football. Right? Like, gotta have it. And so the only way we can watch it is on her phone because we don't get it on my TV. She subscribes to whatever services, and she does this voodoo magic where she can make it go from her phone to the TV set. It's called casting. I don't know how it works, but whatever. So she got a
The
phone
witches
call.
come over and I get out going.
She got a phone call, and it was a business call, and it's one I wanted her to take, and she wanted to take it. But she was going to end up leaving the vicinity where I was getting my fix. And I went to say to Renee, it's like, "Hey, I'll be quiet. Just go ahead. If you could keep the phone near the TV so I could watch the game." And she literally, without saying a word to me, she looked at me, she goes, "Ugh," like that. Which is
I
her way
wanted
of
him
saying,
to be, please be quiet.
So anytime you see me or even her go, "Ugh," it's in reference to that whole, I'm like, "No, I don't want you to not take the call. Be quiet. Just keep."
Yeah, but the whole time he's telling me he's going to be quiet, he's talking. I got a guy in my ear talking, and there we go.
So Jimmy Leonard said UDF, baby, and they said that earlier today.
Yes,
I thought the UDF was a different name for an STD.
I know you did. I saw the look on your face when Kathy said UDF. Like,
It's
are we
no, I
really
don't-
going to
like,
talk about this?
we don't have that kind of relationship, but I think she had told me. Don't you have like a duty to inform?
Your face is red again. This is going to be a long week for you
gonna
because
be
now
a-
I know exactly what I can do to get you.
Anyway, yes, we got coffee to as an elixir for the STD at the UDF.
So now what I was going to do, thank you.
So people see UDF, United dairy farmers. All right. As
Are
opposed to,
uterine disorders? Okay. Don't make me think of one. I'll come up with
I
the
know you
disease
will.
you don't want.
I know you
But what
will.
I was going to say is we're going to go back around because we are here to promote the giving it to the dogs.
She means raising money for the dogs. We're not going to give it to the dogs because that's a crime against humanity. That's actually in the criminal code. I don't think you're allowed to give it to the dog.
Well, I don't. Look at this. Your dog won't even look at you anymore.
No,
Your
she-
dog, you have now embarrassed the dog.
No, I mean honestly, it's like Janice
My
said there.
grandson
You
watches
will
this."
listen, and then it's like, okay.
She did.
I'd like to personally apologize to all the German Americans for that very bad impression. I learned that from Hogan's Heroes.
Okay, so you've got to sit here. So you
No, I'm getting up.
no,
Yes,
you-
yes, I am.
no, because this is important.
No,
Because
it's-
I'm going to bring up somebody we talk about every week because she's from my high school class.
Come on over here. I'm getting up, and I'll fire questions off from the peanut gallery.
No, because I love you doing the book bag, Becky. Let's
I'm not going far.
okay.
But I want you all
Come
to-
on, Becky. I went to high school with Becky at Wilmington High School. We graduated in 19, and we just had our 50-year class reunion. I didn't make it because I was on the road with the genius over there. But Becky does a lot.
I told you I wasn't leaving. I wasn't going far.
Yeah, there's good news, isn't it? I want to tell you that it was cute the first 3,000 times I heard
Right.
it. And then every morning at breakfast, we have a check-in, because he usually sleeps later than I do. And he'll go, anything going on Facebook? And I go, well, Becky was on. And Becky does, excuse me, it's not time for your spot. Look, Janet will whip her into shape.
I know.
You know what's the best thing about it? He's actually sitting in his chair and being quiet. I think he's afraid of you too. He is one shot caller away from being on his best behavior.
I like later hosting also.
But I'll say, hey, Becky was on earlier, and then he goes, "Bah." The neighbors have called code enforcement thinking we're raising chickens in the backyard because
Well,
of-
jokes on them because where we live, we have no restrictions. We can have chickens.
Oh, there's good news because I need to hear that more. But Becky does a lot of good things for the community. The underprivileged children,
Yes.
tell us what you're doing.
Well, every year during summer, every Wednesday, I do a free meal for the lunch for the kids. The reason I started it is because I teach and I noticed during COVID, kids became so antisocial. They didn't talk, they didn't do anything, and when they did go out to play, they just kind of sat on a bench. And I said, we're going to fix this. So every Wednesday during the summer, I have a free lunch program. It's at the municipal building. The kids come. It doesn't matter if you're poor, rich, I don't care. You come to have fun.
Where does the food come from? Because I know the Keebler elves over in McDermott Village haven't helped you out, have
Well,
they?
they can give us some cookies.
But you look for donations, don't you?
Sometimes, but during the lunches, we don't get, Mike and I do that, and we're both on Social Security, but his uses to pay the bills, and mine, I do things like this. And I go and buy the Lunchables, and I usually look at every store that has a good deal on them. And then I buy from Amazon because I can get them there cheaper, the cookies, the chips, the applesauce pouches, also yogurt pouches, and the fruit packs, Doles. I wanted to get good food for the kids, and they could come out and they get a bag, and I put a little surprise in it, kind of like a Happy Meal thing. and they get a Kool-Aid pouch drink because they have the least sugar of all the pouch drinks. And they get to go play. There's a little community place there that they can play. And then they also sit on the ground and they have a little picnic and they're actually communicating. They're having fun. And that's what I wanted to see. And then,
you take care of their book bags because there are a lot of kids in
Yes.
Wilmington that can't afford school supplies. And I was a single mom to 3 kids.
mhm,
Let me tell you, the one time a year that scares me worse than Christmas was when I had to get school supplies for 3 kids, especially when 1 was in high school and 2 were in middle school. I remember a calculator for my oldest daughter that cost $140.
mhm.
And you go, that was my budget for everybody. What am I
Yeah.
going to do now? You take care of that for the kids. And I think that's so
Mhm.
important.
I do that through Amazon too. We have a big book bag. In fact, it keeps getting bigger every year.
Which is why, what do we call you?
Book bag Becky.
Where can they find you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. When I was in Wilmington College, I started the Bags of Hope, which means anything in a bag. I do the lunches and I do the book bags. And I do stockings for the nursing homes and the homeless shelter, and we do book bags for them. We do that on the Bags of Hope. It has the with quotation because the other people are purses. We're just book bags and lunches and book bags. And also, I'm on Facebook with Rebecca Thompson Waits. That's me. And I have created a link to go to see where it's at. Municipal building in Blanchester for the book bags and also the lunches. So it's all in the same spot.
Well, you know what we're going to do? Because Flip is really good at this part. I know he looks like he's just pretty and here for decoration. However, I do put him to work sometimes. And he's going to give all of this information on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook pages, right?
Yeah, so stay where you are. So it's the voice of the universe.
Yeah, you're the Wizard of Oz.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to repost. This is going out live through Yard Sale onto YouTube and also Facebook. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to repost it on YouTube probably tomorrow. And I'm going to add in all the information, including, I think, your QR codes,
Oh, yeah.
which I still have.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of you, which I say a lot, I mean both people that watch our podcast.
But they watch it religiously.
Yes, they're really good about it. Jimmy Leonard. If you guys want to donate from afar, Becky always has a wish list, and she could really use the help because she really does dedicate all of the money herself. Do you see your dog over there?
I'm riveted. Really, truly.
We are failures as dog parents.
Good thing you're here for a few days.
Yeah,
I did one thing and one thing good. I saved her life.
yes, you
And
do.
from that, it's been downhill since.
Well, she can actually, I just want to tell you, she knows one trick. She has flipped me off on more occasions than you can imagine. She's really good at it. But Becky, you have been, I'm so glad that everybody gets to see you because I've had people actually send me messages and go, Book Bag Becky, you guys made that up, right? And then you put an avatar
Yes.
and called herself Book Bag Becky, and they
Book
go,
bag Becky. It's
you-
on my event page.
and they go, you guys are made that up, didn't you? And I go, no, I went to high school with her. I'm serious.
Yep.
So, all right, now that you've done your first podcast, you ready to do 100 more?
It wasn't
But they'll
that
put up with me. I'm here.
hard. It's not
Have you
hard,
seen
right?
us? They come back for this, so they'll come back for any. Will you come and visit with us again?
I sure will.
Thanks a million.
You're welcome.
Look at, did she come over and love on you? Not Becky, the dog.
No.
Oh, I just
No.
wonder,
Just so you know, I had a reason for you interviewing Book Bag Becky, not me.
because I know her.
Okay, I had 2 reasons for you interviewing Book Bag Becky.
Because
No, you know why?
So
Because I don't know all the good stuff she's done, but I know some of it. And I knew for every question I asked her, with each answer, I was going to feel worse and worse about myself.
yeah,
So I figured I'd let you have the self-image problems versus me. Because I mean,
no, I'm really good with you being the horrible one.
no,
I'm-
well, like I was talking to her, and she's like, "Well, and so I used to go down to El Salvador, and I saved people's lives, and I was I would do missions, I would do this, and then I like teaching because I like helping kids, and I get book bags for kids who can get book bags ready for school, and I feed kids on
And what'd you do
Wednesdays.
today, Flip?
I'm like, well, you know what? I told my dog she needs to shape up. It's like, well, I didn't hit anyone today, so that's so I got that going for me.
It's funny because before we moved in together, he was in Louisiana and I was in Florida. And one day he goes, "Hey, I'm going to take off for a couple hours. I'm going to the grocery. Call you when I get back home." And I said, "Okay." So he calls me and he goes, "God, I hate going to the grocery." I go, "Oh." And he goes, "Two fat women
I didn't say fat. Yeah, I did.
standing
No,
right in."
And I didn't say too fat. I said three fat.
Oh, was it
It was three.
Yeah.
Yeah, three.
Three fat women standing in the doorway at Albertsons. And I had to go, "Excuse me, ladies." I was peeing my pants. I was laughing so hard. And he goes, "They looked at me really nasty, but they moved." And I go, "Do you think?"
Well, again, you're telling most of the story correct. There were three women. They were plus size, and they had a shopping cart.
Yeah, know your audience, first of all, before you use a tone.
Well,
Mm.
there
There's no way out of this.
were three plus size women with a shopping cart, and they had decided to stop and talk to each other, which I was fine with, right? Oh my gosh, I didn't expect to see you at the store. Great. If they had moved 2 feet over to the right, 2 feet over to the left, where they were blocking part of the doorway, I'd have said nothing. But they literally, from one end of the doorway to the other, were standing there almost like the offensive line for Ohio State University that was protecting Julian Sane, right? And
Six.
and so I yelled at him. It's like, anywhere but the doorway. And they found that
Because he's
offensive.
a charmer. You can see what got me to move to Louisiana.
But the thing of it is, it's not like I was walking up screaming. I had walked up, grabbed my little cart that I could go in, and they were yakety yakking. And I'd been standing for a few minutes. And at
This
some
from the
point-
man who threw himself in a box of stuffed
Do you know
animals.
that you keep like
at
veering
Costco.
left? There is cameras.
I'm going to point something at you in a minute, and it's
But
not gonna,
I'm standing there and I'm trying to be polite, and they're like, and trust me, I get it. I could have said, "Hey, by the by, excuse me, ladies," but I was so incensed by their selfishness.
he threw
and by the-
himself into a box of stuffed animals at Costco. He's concerned about
But
manners.
In my
And
defense,
Costco.
I wasn't in anyone's way. Like, I mean, there was no person there, and like in August, going, "I must have a Christmas plushie." We were in the aisle by ourselves.
No, you thought we were in the aisle by
And I was-
ourselves because there's one lady that's still appalled.
I was protesting Costco selling Christmas items before like Veterans Day or Memorial Day, whatever the day is, Labor Day. One of those days that are really important that people care about. I was appalled.
You realize you had to get help from the audience.
I was just-
I feel like you phoned a friend.
I did. It's like I'd like some help, please. So I was appalled that they were selling Christmas items before Labor Day, and so in a nonviolent act of protest, I jumped in the box with the other Christmas items, not knowing that I wouldn't be able to get out.
And he has the nerve to look at me and go, "Rene." Yes, Flip. He goes, "Could you help me get out of the box?" I could.
She
Am
literally
I-
goes, "After I'm done recording it."
And he goes, "You're not filming this, are you?" Yeah.
But in either case, in my defense, these women,
This is why we have the wheel. Have you seen the wheel of excuses?
these women were blocking the doorway,
Mhm.
made no attempt to even slightly move. And at some point, I'm like, and even you said, you go, they're probably going to talk about this when they get home. I'm like, well, good. Maybe it'll remind them to not think the world revolves around them, and they can make a little bit of space for people to actually go in and buy their groceries or to go home with their groceries. You know what? People that were in the store that bought their groceries that want to go home, they're on pork time. They want to get home before their shit begins to defrost.
Well, aren't you just the biggest world helper?
You know what? I care about my fellow man.
And you're keeping fat women out of their way.
No,
Nice work.
it had
my
nothing to
friend.
do with the size of their bodies. It had to do with the fact that they were strewn from one end of the doorway to the other without the willingness to let anybody.
We
go
have been
interact.
going to this Albertsons since I moved there. And every time we pull in the parking lot, I'm like, oh, dear God, please let the women be out
I
of the
don't
way.
care what
please
size
let
they
them."
were. I don't.
Well, you
don't.
would have cared because if it was three little skinny women, they
would've
wouldn't have
said-
blocked the whole door.
And then I would have said nothing. I mean, if there
I know
were
you're
if there were three women
apologize
the size of
apologize.
Twiggy, like they could be. Twiggy's an old reference. Look it up. Like, Callisto.
Look at Katie. I graduated in the year
Callisto
I don't
2000.
know Twiggy either. I know Twiggy.
The Callista Flockhart, she's a thin gal, right? Karen Carpenter before her worst day ever.
We'd like to apologize to all the anorexics and bulimics.
And to everyone who enjoyed the Carpenters' music.
Okay.
But anyway,
So now,
but if there were three very petite women who still had shopping carts and they were blocking the doorway, I'd have said the same thing. It wasn't their size; it was their inconsiderate behavior.
mhm. So now we got other people. Are you going to show the poster? Look at
Oh my
that.
gosh, we have
Kathy had those printed. You know who made those?
well, I don't know
posters,
who
right.
made it, but I know who brought it.
I know who made it.
Well, and then
Who in the hell think? Do you think those pop up from the magic tree or something? Who do you
here
think?
in magical Wilmington, who the hell knows?
I made those. You know I made those. What do you think?
Well,
I still
no,
on
I
the-
knew you made them. I didn't know that you printed them.
Oh, I didn't print them. Kathy printed
Well, I
them.
know who made them.
Well, that's what the question was.
Yes, this is the Rene. It's her work. Oh, look at
You'd
that.
think she would have used the picture where her eyes were open, but no, I didn't.
Oh, no, you're right. I almost made a lot of references that were really going to be inappropriate.
Nobody believes that. Look at the ladies all going. Are they even still on the air? Yeah. Face.
No, the way your eyes are, it looks like you're close to bringing the ball over for a score. And I'm blushing again. That was a sexual reference. Anyway,
Oh, so now he's looking at you ladies thinking you wouldn't understand that? Do you see? Oh, this is the best thing. You know what's scary is my grandson is home. He's probably watching this. And you know the granddaughters.
just so you know, grandson, this is not what was going on at the time. That was just my interpretation.
Oh, that didn't make see this is why I told you every time you try to explain something, you get in deeper. Now let's explain
Okay.
what we're doing with the dogs.
So this
because
is the Rene, and this is me. This is the Rene bringing the ball over for a score. Road Comics Adventures, comedy's most adorable, and I think we're proving it tonight. Trainwreck.
Oh, well, we'll see how adorable you feel later.
Come ride shotgun with Road Comics Adventures because the journey is ridiculous and the laughs are real. Now we're doing a show Friday. That's this Friday coming, January 16th. Showtime 7 p.m. It's going to be approximately a 90-minute show. So if you see on the ticketing, it's at 7 p.m. dash 8:30. That would mean 7 to approximately 8:30. Not two different show times, 7 and 8:30, 7 to about 8:30.
And as you can see, sometimes we wind up going longer than we think we're
Can't.
going to go.
Tickets, $25 per person. It's actually, I don't know how they did this, $24.98. I don't know. 96. By the way, if you come in person and you buy tickets, it's actually going to be 4 cents more because they're going to charge an even 25, which is what the ticket people try to do. And for some reason, it didn't work out. Let's see. Location, Fraternal Order of Eagles at 141 Sugar Tree Street here in Wilmington. And the proceeds benefit the Clinton County Humane Society and the Paws Humane Society.
Now, see, I want to do this just to see how bad it gets screwed up.
Okay.
And you know what? We have reps here from the Clinton County Humane Society.
I'm meeting her for the first time.
Which one? Do you know which one's which?
Well, I'm meeting everyone for the first time, so I knew it
Well,
was a safe thing to say.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So-
I'm pointing to Kathy. She's with Paws. I'm pointing to Janet. She's in Lederhosen, and she's a dominatrix.
Yes.
I'm pointing to Bookbag Becky, and then I know that you're with
Katie.
Clinton County, and I think you're
Katie.
Katie. That Katie with Clinton. Oh, see, it's a lot of hard sounding. Yeah, it's a Katie.
Katie and Kathy, come on up. Flip's going to do the interview because
I'm
if
hoping.
you,
go ahead.
if you guys think I'm a
Bring-
train wreck,
Can we
with
cram-
it,
Bring a
Can we
chair.
cram in?
Yeah. We'll try. We'll do
Come
our
on.
I
best.
have a face for radio. so I can
All
be
I'm
over
saying
there.
is I'm hoping that y'all are not as nice people as Becky is. So I don't feel bad.
Oh, great. No,
All right. So we've got Katie over here. She's with Clinton County Humane Society. We've got Kathy over here, who, by the way, if you come by the Paws Humane Society, Kathy's a hugger. Just throwing that out there.
and where does she live?
She lives in the magical forest right across the way from where Rene grew up.
She does. She really does.
She really does. So, anyways, so to tell, because I've known of Kathy longer.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this for a moment. Tell us a little bit about Paws and what's going on and what the money's going to go for and some of the dogs that are looking for new homes.
Well, the reality is the money is used every day for both cats and dogs that Clinton County and Paws house that we have to bring in because somebody was a bad human
Well,
and
it's
kicked them out.
and correct me if I'm wrong because I know very little about the nuts and bolts of what y'all do. But it's not just keeping them in a safe location looking for a home, a forever home, but it's obviously feeding and watering them and letting them have some exercise, but also
Yes.
medical care.
Medical, spay, neuter, vaccines, flea and tick medicine,
But like, I think you have a
food.
one of the dogs. And I don't know if it's a person. Doesn't a dog need a hip surgery or
Rory.
it's Rory?
Yes, we just did a fundraiser for Rory at the first part of December. Raised a lot of money and then came to find out that we were going to have to go an alternate route because Rory had a different break in her bone in her leg. So they weren't able to do the hip portion of
wow.
it. So we're taking another path.
So you don't get to pick and choose which animals you take. And you don't want to do that because you
No.
want to rescue all of them.
Well, we would all like to rescue all of them, but it's just not feasible. But
Right.
between the two shelters, we do as much as we can. And I think we do a pretty good job for the county.
But the more money we raise, the more benefits you guys can put.
So for the
Absolutely.
forgetting about the money for just a moment, the thing that you could do that would be the best is if you're a loving family and you know you'd give a dog a great home and you're in it for the long haul, you're not going to do it like as a test trial. Come adopt a dog or a cat and make them a part of your family. You know what? That would be the best if you could do it. But that said, these facilities, and by the way, here we go. This is Katie, and Katie's with Clinton County Humane Society. I'm going to turn this one over here too, just for a moment. I'm not trying to be rude, Kathy. And so, like for instance, for your facility, about how many dogs and cats are you able to house at any given time?
Cats we keep in a communal area. We obviously, don't like to get too many of them, right? Because it starts to impact the quality of their care. So it's a little bit harder on our cat numbers, but our dogs, I want to say we have 24 kennels, if I remember
24.
correctly. Yep.
Now, but there's a question, although it sounds like a statement, but you oftentimes run into a situation where you have more than 24 dogs that need sheltering.
Sure.
And what do you do in that case? Like if you have 24 kennels, more than 24 dogs, I did eavesdrop, and it sounds like you sometimes try to find, like for instance, if Paws can do it, you'll bring them over, and if
Yeah, we have a really great working relationship. I don't know that, I mean, I think especially in the past few years, we've worked a lot, together on different
Right.
things. And Janet has been a great resource for us, both from a dog training perspective, personally, and with the shelters.
They hire her as a dominatrix.
I mean, I'm sure she
I'm
does some work on the side.
I'm just inside of hiring her to work with me.
Our boards are going to be excited to hear that.
I know. I'm like, wait,
Well,
maybe I
here's
shouldn't have
the
told
great
him.
thing about this. You guys don't know this, but I don't know when you started calling me Rene. It was apparently when you wanted something.
Well, of course. I've been calling her Rene for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure exactly why. It just sort of happened, and now it feels natural.
And now people are calling me that. Everybody calls me that. So when Janet thinks that people are going to come in here going, hey, if you want a mask or leather or
Oh,
riding crop.
If that
whatever
happens.
today.
okay. All right. So we're going back to Kathy for a second.
Kathy, back to
Yes.
you. Look at Kathy.
Take it from there, Kathy.
You keep doing Kathy with this same collar.
Why did that lead to me?
Well, so no, I wanted to ask you about dog toys.
Oh dear.
That was an interesting segue.
Well,
Well, I'm so happy to see him do a segue because usually he just yells out incoherent crap that he had a son. Look at you and Kathy are both the same color.
I don't know where this is going.
so
No, but we never do.
So Rene is more adept at social media than I am, and she does a lot of our social media, including TikTok. And so because we post a fair amount about dogs, we've talked about this upcoming show to again raise money for Paws Humane Society and Clinton County Humane Society. And if you can't make it to the show, if you go to TicketBuy, there's actually a place where you can donate money. You don't even have to buy a ticket or go to the show. There's a place where you can donate money.
And we know we have
Just
a
throwing-
wide-reaching bunch of people
Just throwing that out there.
that are from all over the country donating. These people, we brought in these people because I know about them. I grew up in this town. I know these people. Kathy didn't grow up in the neighborhood, but she bought a house from somebody I grew up with. So they're good people.
Absolutely.
It's all next to the elf tree, and we're all happy about it. So this money goes to where they say it's going to.
Which is wonderful, because I hate to say it, but not all fundraisers and charities actually use the money in an appropriate way. So for instance, for every $1, 97 cents goes to administrative costs, and like no money goes to the charity. However, here at Paws in Clinton County Humane Society, they actually spend the money on the dogs and the cats, and it goes where it's supposed to go. But so I'm joking about Janet being sort of a dominatrix or whatever.
Oh, she is.
We end up Rene gets contacted by a couple pet supply stores to see if we want to be like ambassadors, represent them.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. And so we won't ever say yes to something like that unless we know what the company is and what products they sell, and if
Because
they're
we have high standards.
it doesn't sound
Look
like
at Katie laughing. Katie, that one funny there.
I was practicing for Friday.
So Rene and I both on our individual internet apparatus go to their website, and we're thumbing through things, and I happened to see this one item that they said was a dog item, but you're experts and I'm not. And it had three options. It was sort of this metal rod that went into kind of a hook, and at the end of the hook was either 1, 2, or 3 balls.
Look at Katie. We know which one is the crazy one on the piano.
And it supposedly attaches to like a collar. And I said to Rene, I go, I don't think that's a dog toy. I think that's something that people in the sexual fetish world use. And
Yeah, Kathy, what do you have to say about that?
So,
I'm
no,
so glad
so-
you turned the
Move
camera.
that camera back over there.
so no, all I'm saying
But I
is,
want you to notice, He may have not been able to figure out the neighborhood situation, but he figured out the adult sex toy, like right
And so-
on the
but
money.
like Renee is looking for like every possible usage for a dog, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I said there was none. Have you seen any in the pet world? Have you ever seen anything like that?
When I'm washing
think
the
so.
toys at the shelter, it is often questionable. Like, I think sometimes they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Because some do seem very
But
phallic.
that's no. This was a hook.
I've never seen anything like
Okay.
that. You're on your own there.
No,
And-
and you know what they said it was used for? This is the horrible thing. They said you can use this hook in case you have an embedded collar. And he goes, well, I won't tell you what all he said.
Okay.
Because it's,
Well, all I know is, and maybe this is done with an embedded collar, because it came with a sold separately bottle of lubrication.
Janet, I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah. She's the expert.
Oh, so
No,
my
I don't
whole point
know.
was-
I don't know that this is
Okay, I've got a dog. I rescued a dog that never would have occurred to me that I could use that with her for any legal reason.
I don't-
So I'm just like, am I missing something? Is that a dog
I don't know.
toy?
I don't think so. No,
no,
I don't
and
know.
we said to them, he sent a nice little letter. He goes, look, we know what this is,
Or at least I know what I think it is.
Right.
and this is not dog appropriate, and we don't want to represent it. We get it. We're comedians. We can make fun of anything.
But
And we normally do. But 2 days later, it was still on the website.
And he wrote back, he goes, it's a dog implement. I'm like, I don't think it is. And then we just said, no, we're not going to have.
Have you heard
anything
any
to
of
do with
this?
So
I
I'm not
don't
trying
know.
to embarrass you. I know
Oh, no.
it seems like I am, and I'm not trying to be.
No, I
No,
don't
it looks like you were the one that got embarrassed.
Well, because I have this visual image, and she wasn't happy, and but it's not a dog thing, and I didn't think it was, and Renee used every possible ounce of her imagination to try to figure out how it may be a dog toy.
I
And
can't.
But pulling a collar off of a dog, but you guys get some pretty bad cases too, don't you?
Yeah, we get a variety of personalities and dogs and issues
Well, I
depending
mean,
on
do
where
you-
they come from.
Do
But
you
I'm
do
not.
a lot of abuse cases.
We had,
Yeah.
I
some.
mean, we're from Florida and Louisiana,
Yeah,
so we'll
some.
have a lot of this dog fighting sometimes. And
Yeah.
the humane societies have to take those in, and I know that costs a lot of money.
So, like for both of y'all, but now this camera's pointed to Katie. So you get a dog in or a cat, but in this case, let's say dogs. Typically, what's the process you go through
Yeah.
before they're able to be adopted out? Do you have to do anything with them, or
Oh, yeah.
what kind of
Um,
things do you need?
The vast majority. So I just wanted to kind of add that both shelters work with really closely with the dog pound as well. So we have animal control, which is separate from the humane societies. So a lot of the worst of the worst, he manages. And so if we're acting weird about that question, that's why. So he does a lot of work for us, but it's also where we get a lot of our dogs after their stray hold is up or something like that. Vast majority of dogs that come in aren't spayed and neutered, a lot of them have either intestinal parasites or
Oh, wow.
fleas or something like that. But yeah, when you were talking about the money piece earlier, medical is the primary expense for all of them because
What do you figure, do you guys have any idea what you spend dollar-wise per dog average?
I'm sure one of the other board members does for us, but
Yeah.
I don't have it at the top of my
And
head.
it really varies because of how long we have them.
Yes.
So, but, like, I'm sorry, Storm. Did your best friend leave?
Yeah,
Um,
she wants to be bossed around.
a lot of people know the story of our Percy, who's been with us.
And Storm did an interview with her.
Storm did an interview with Percy. Yeah, he's been at the shelter for 4 years. So
Percy's got a birthday coming up too.
yeah, it's definitely we want to celebrate Percy being Percy because he's an amazing dog.
He was-
But we really want to use his birthday to try to press him out there and move on from the shelter.
So if you guys are watching this, just know that I'm gonna put Percy's interview
Oh,
right on
She's never done that before.
I know. She's scratching on the door, going after Janet. She's watched you live for 4 years.
Unbelievable.
And she cares you.
I've saved this dog's life. And Janet
Janet gave her a couple of treats.
gave her a couple of treats and then put her in bondage. And the next thing you know, she's in for life.
Do
But-
people understand what actually Janet did tonight?
That's a great question. Great question.
I would love to know how it worked, what she did. My dog is a different dog around Janet. Now she wants Janet to come back in this room. Like
It's a universal experience, I will say. All of our dogs
Here-
are better
All of them.
around Janet.
Well, it's funny because I got my English Mastiff, Emma, from Janet. And my son drove up here from Florida to get Emma. Met her for 15 minutes, put Emma in the back of the car with 7 pounds of treats.
Yeah.
He calls me on the other side, on the south side of Cincinnati, and goes, Mom, she ate all the treats.
you,
What do
you know,
think I'm
you
gonna
could
do?"
be here and people could see you.
I'm happy to have you
No,
sit
no,
right.
no,
uh,
I'm good. They're already afraid of you. Just sit there and try to look innocent. But she had eaten 7.5 pounds of treats from here to Cincinnati.
In an hour.
45 minutes, yeah. So
That was probably a long ride.
I said, you're gonna have to walk her. And he goes, oh, I plan to take her out every hour and a half. Well, thank God, because if not, we're not gonna get our deposit back on that rental car, So he's sending me pictures.
Now you have.
Yeah. now
Can I
got
excuse
it.
myself?
So here's what happens is he takes pictures and he's at the Welcome Center in Tennessee.
Hey, there's other dogs
Flip.
out there. Flip.
Flip, do not let her out. There are dogs outside. Okay. That's his son he hasn't talked to
She
today.
said now both my people out there. Come here, baby.
So anyway, he sends a picture of walking this big English Mastiff up a hill. And I posted on Facebook and I get a call from Janet. She goes, what in the hell is that kid doing with that dog? And I go, well, he's walking. And she goes, you do know these are big couch potatoes. She's just going to flop over in a minute and he'll be there for 2 or 3 hours. So I call him on the phone and I go, Janet said not to do that. She'll never get up and get back in the car. And he goes, we're already in the car and moving. And I go, oh. He said she went to the bathroom, got some water. Janet is, now Flip was kidding around, but Janet has a way with being firm, but being very kind that works. If you've got a difficult dog, and she is difficult.
You're pointing to your dog, not Janet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I just
Yeah,
want
well,
people to know.
Have you dealt with Janet?
I have.
know.
Years.
Actually, my mom, who lived in Wilmington almost all of her life, loved Janet. And I would hear about Janet, who owned the Hallmark store, who had these 2 big English Mastiffs. And my mom said, one of them really likes me. And I said, well, I'm sure, Mom. And she goes, no, he really does like me. He knows when my car pulls into the parking lot. And when I walk into the door of the Hallmark, he follows me and he leans up against me and he puts one of his feet on top of my feet. And I went, okay. Sure he does. Yeah, he does. And my mom said, Mom, we're going to go see Janet. I'd come up here one day. And lo and behold, we walk into the store and she goes, there's my baby doing gonna. And my mom goes, and my mom weighed maybe 98 pounds. And the next thing you know, here's this big dog. And I see my mom go like this. And she goes, okay, it's all right, little buddy. And she's giving him snacks. And I go, she was right. Look at Flip's like, how'd you do that? How'd you get her to do that? But yeah, now he's kidding Janet, but she
I'm not-
is very gentle-handed
Oh,
and
yeah.
amazing. She is a dog whisperer. I swear she is.
Well, and so much of it, I think, is training the people, right? As she
Well,
would tell
it's
you
all-
in my case 100 times the dog part.
Same.
At least for mine, where the dogs
It's
were
a
usually-
combination. It's a combination, right? You have
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to train the humans to train the dogs.
But see, I think what you guys do is amazing. Here's why. I am the most tender-hearted person in the world, and if they're all coming home with me.
Get stuck
We,
with it. Yep.
we would be in trouble. He's already said we can't have another dog because she is dog reactive. And if not, I've already found 5 or 6 that would have been living with us, or worse yet, on the road with us. And if we think that the Hampton Inn is not happy with us now, 5 dogs might have been a lot. But how do you do it? How do you do the work that you do?
I think everybody believes that you want to take them all home, and we do. We want to find them all the right home. It's not
Right.
necessarily our home, but we have in both shelters. I think Katie will agree. We have amazing boards. We have amazing volunteers that spend time every single day with the dogs, with the cats. Try to keep them socialized as best we can, because shelter stress is a real thing. And the sooner we can get dogs that
It's
come
get
to
'em in
us,
and get them out.
that come to us, the sooner we can get them out. They get away from that kennel stress a little bit. But
Yeah, because you've
it's
got one
amazing
of
people.
Becky and I have a classmate that works for you, Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, Kim
Yeah.
and I actually went to kindergarten together. That's how far back we go.
I don't know. Is Kim watching? I don't. imagine.
I don't know if she doesn't always watch now, but she'll watch the next day because we can see a lot of people will watch the next morning. And
But
Kim's a great person, always has been. But you know what? We're happy to come in and do stuff like this. It makes we're off color. He's off color. I'm an angel.
uh-huh.
Look at he's not paying any attention.
I'm hearing every word you're saying.
But if you're coming out to see Captain Kangaroo, you're not. We like to have a good time. We have no prepared material. We are doing comedy on the fly. I don't think there's anybody that does that. Do you, Flip?
Not the way we do it, I don't think.
Well, thank God it's only us, but we have a good time with what we do. We have a lot of fun, but it makes it even more impactful if we can raise money to help something. And as you can tell by how much she loves that dog, and I've come to love the little moose too. She's like my little buddy. It just makes it doing what we do worth doing. And we really appreciate everything you guys done. So please, I'm going to let these ladies loose. If you guys promise that you'll click on the link and either donate or buy tickets or show up, because we'll take cash, won't we?
Yep. I'll take cash at the door.
Cash at the door,
7 p.m. show. Doors
7 p.m.
open 6-ish.
6-ish.
Yeah, 6-ish. 6.
Yeah, come in, have a couple of drinks. They
Sure.
serve
I was
food
going to
at
ask,
the
what's the
Eagles.
snack and drink
We do
situation?
have a kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Snacks.
Snacks.
We like that. And the Eagles are a great place. What a nice place here in Wilmington that will donate their space like that for such a good cause. And it's a lot of people don't know this. I've talked about it before on the podcast. Wilmington's gone through some really hard times. DHL pulling out back in the day really wrecked this town, and they can use the help. They're not asking for handouts. The people in Wilmington are asking for a hand up, and that's all we're asking from you.
Right.
Give the animals
Exactly.
a hand up. And
appreciate it.
if you don't, I'm going to keep dressing them. I have the cats in band uniform. Next time we're doing your animals
Okay.
as cheerleaders.
Perfect.
I don't want to keep having to dress these animals. And not only that, but I did have Flip at one point prancing around in short shorts from the crazy kickers was.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's pointing at something. That's weird.
Yeah, isn't it though? But the dog does it too. That's what's amazing. She's done it to me several times. Did you notice she didn't do it to Janet?
Well, yeah.
She goes, Janet, anything you say, because you got snacks in your hand. But we do want you guys to come out and enjoy the show. You ladies have been great. And I know it's not easy to deal with us because we're a little crazy. We're actually crazier at home, believe it or not. My mom used to go, I don't know exactly what you do, but it seems like it's okay with audiences. Yes, Mom, it's okay.
That's all she
We
needs
love
to
Miss
know.
Tilly.
My mom loved having you live across the street. She did.
Yeah.
Across the street with all the other elves in the one house.
In the one house. We're happy to have you
Yeah.
back in Wilmington.
I'm-
We're happy to have you at the Eagles. I represent the Eagles as well. And we're looking forward to Friday night and having a great night.
We
I think
are-
we're going to have a lot of laughs for the.
We
For
are
a
going to
good
have a
cause.
wild time, and I'll try to get him in line beforehand, but I've been trying for 47
Hey,
weeks.
why start now? You know?
You know, he's. I'm
Right
like,
behind you.
look at, and I hear all the dogs hollering.
Yeah.
You guys, Flip, you ready to close this thing out? How long have we been on? Oh, shoot, we've only been doing an hour and 5 minutes. That's good for us.
Well, thank you guys so much for
No,
having us. and
Thank
excited
you
about-
guys
Yeah.
for coming in, and we'll be posting this online, you know.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, we should.
Well, I've got some work to do, but yeah.
Yeah, you, and Kathy, thanks for printing out these posters.
Oh, no problem.
We actually have gotten pretty good at the poster thing, you know.
Ouch.
By we, I mean,
You,
well,
not me.
you go, yeah, it looks okay. What?
Do this.
Oh, look at you. Who else? Is there anybody we've missed?
Kim is watching.
Oh, Kim is watching. How you doing, Kim?
Kim said, don't forget about our kittens and cats. Tammy Trapnell. Hi, guys.
Hey, Tammy, I hope you got the message. We were over by the house earlier today, and we took some beautiful pictures of your home.
Deb says hi from Jimmy Leonard.
Oh, tell Deb we said hi too. You guys got to get up to Wilmington. I was shocked. I went out by the airport today. I haven't been out there since probably 2020. Wow. Wow.
Bring a
It's-
Waffle House, that's big news.
Yeah, you know what?
They can't build that fast enough. The
I-
Waffle House in Wilmington, Ohio.
Yeah, I have a tartar sauce deficiency.
And the person's closed.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that and I go, we have to find one on this trip. There better be one on the way to, where is it we're going tomorrow?
Minerva.
Minerva,
not
yeah.
tomorrow, but Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So, by the way, when I was a kid, when I was a young kid, when I was a little boy, we used to say to our friends on the playground, "Hey, do you like donuts?" And everybody says, "Of course, sure we do." And then we go, "Do you want a Hertz donut?" And they would say, "Well, yeah, because they want a free donut." And then you'd punch them in the arm, and you'd go, "Hertz donut." Well, it turns out, right where we're staying here in Wilmington, there's a Hertz donut.
We're staying in Mason,
Mason. Yeah. There's actually a Hertz donut company.
right beside where we're staying. And by the way, that isn't a joke he plans on using on Friday.
You talking all that stuff about Janet? They got the sheriff out here.
Well, perfect.
What's the sheriff doing?
Well, the
there?
sheriff came here because he was dropping off Janet's handcuffs. Really? Let's stump the comedian.
With S&M stuff? No, look at, Storm is like, I like all of these people.
Really, honestly, this dog, I've said this before, and I sadly am completely not kidding. She treats me like she's a future ex-wife.
Well, I've watched it. Yeah. She will be like, feed me, love me. I'm done with you.
Feed
And she
me,
walks-
take me on trips, buy me a nice collar. Now get the hell out of my life. I want your home.
Yeah.
She literally, she uses me for resources.
And then she wasn't real lovey. She didn't want any affection. And he had her, 2 years before I came under the,
Yeah, 2 years.
and then when you were gone out of town, when I first got there, she and I were real close. I was lonesome. I wasn't happy he was gone. and she was in protective mode, and she got a little more affectionate with me. And then when you got home, she's
She's become more affectionate, but I kid you not. It's like Janet won't let her through the door until she calms down, settles down, sits down. Janet won't give her a treat until she leaves it alone, stays calm, whatever. And I'm like, here's more treats, take some treats, here's some whatever. Go through the door first. And like she's like much happier with Janet, who bosses her around, than she is with me, the loving parent.
Well, kids need boundaries.
Evidently.
Ask Becky, she was a teacher. They need boundaries. So anyway, let's get out of here because I got other stuff to do tonight. I have a hotel room with a big hot bathtub waiting.
Oh, that's right. I was going to say we have to get back to Storm, the Road Comics Adventures dog, but she's here with us. And if she plays her cards right, she's staying here at D&G's Paws and Claws for the next few days.
And you're hoping she'll come home? No. Look at Jen.
Like other dogs. That could be challenging.
It would be a problem, but I'm not going to start turning equipment around for you to see. She is literally at Janet's feet, just waiting for the next thing to be told what to do. It's jaw dropping.
I know. And here's the thing. Storm and I are going back to the hotel. I'm leaving you here with Janet and see if I can't come back tomorrow and see if you're trained. Because I know you like to be told what
Well,
to do.
It depends on how she dresses.
We got to get out of here before we get in trouble. By the way, board of directors, these people have no idea how we were going to behave.
Jimmy
Sit down, huh?
Leonard said, check your phone. I don't know exactly.
Check my phone. What do you, well,
Yeah.
you'll have to check it because you
We'll
know
do.
I can't find it that far
Yeah,
away.
yeah. Anyway, it's, you know what? We love podcasting. This is the first time that we've actually done a live show with friends. It's been a lot of fun. I don't know how it looks to you at home, but for a great cause. And we're really excited to do the show, to raise some money, and hopefully we can help the pups and the kittens. And you know what? If you can't make it, there's a donation button.
And we're real thrilled to be back in my hometown. It's fun to show him where I grew up.
Yeah.
Maybe you could take everybody on a tour to go see the Keeplers.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. That's it. Janet just had the idea we could go to the magical forest and see the Keebler tree.
If I have to listen to you do that one more time, I'm going to kill you myself.
Anywho, we're out.
We're out of
As always,
here.
wait,
Later.
Deuces. This takes a while for this to shut down. So we said bye.